Okay, hello, Jai Shri Mahakal. Welcome to Shilo, uh, Just with Shilo. And here we are going to cover Fabiano Caruana versus Praggnanandhaa. So today, uh, it's currently mid-o'clock in India. And अभी पहला रैपिड गेम हुआ है फाबी और प्रज्ञानंदा के बीच में. So this is a GCT final. It's a Grand Chess Tour final, and Praggnanandhaa is already down 6 points. If you can see, there is a scoreboard, three for Praggnanandhaa and nine for Fabi, because Fabi has won their first classical game, and now it's rapid and blitz section today. So there are two rapid games where they have 25 minutes and 10-second increments uh, on each move, and after that there is a blitz section. So हर एक win में they will gain 4 points in rapid and 2 points in blitz. So rapid section is really important to win for Pragg because he will win 4 points, and there is a game like everything is on stake. Let's see if how Pragnanda has come up with. So he started with d4, and it's a queen's gambit decline position. Knight c3, bishop c4, and there is something Pragnanda come up with, which is queen d3. And the idea of queen d3, you will see, after playing c5 by Fabi, he captures the pawn and simplified the center. He develops the bishop and played e3, and he's playing very quick. See, Fabi is spending some time. Let me just bring up the clocks as well. Just give me 2 minutes. Actually, मैंने just अभी इसको OBS को सेटअप किया है, तो हो सकता है कि टाइम थोड़ा सा हाइड हो गया है. थोड़ा और लाने की कोशिश करता हूँ मैं. Yes, I think this is better. So you will see Praggnanandhaa already has 23 minutes on the clock, while Fabiano already 5 मिनट 6 मिनट already लगा चुका है सोचने में. And yeah, so here he goes for queen d4, and you will see very less player will play queen d3 and then play queen d4. So it's actually Pragg who come up with this plan to bring up queen early in the game, and then finally Fabi brings up the queen, attack this knight, and he's having a plan. Although he's almost down 10 minutes on the clock, Fabi, but it's Fabiano Caruana, and he navigates a position like literally like an engine. So if you have to beat him in a game, you have to beat him like 10 to 20 times in the same game. That's how capable Fabi is. And here he captures the pawn, and you see he brings a bishop to c3. Uh, why? I don't know. Uh, well, that's the first thing by Pragg. It's actually not a big thing. It's a 2 minute thing, but थोड़ा सा एडवांटेज चला गया इसमें, क्योंकि यहाँ पर like I don't know why uh, you shouldn't take the knight. Like if I was Fabi, I should take this bishop without any doubt and exchange most of the pieces. But you see, there is a downside in Fabi camp, which is he is having four pawn islands: one pawn island, two pawn island, three pawn island, four pawn island. Even this double pawns is quite a weakness. So इसी को exploit करना था Pragg को. So yeah, bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3. It's the second most best move. Better move is playing b3. I don't know why b3 is the best move. at this very high level, it's very difficult to find those moves. Although b3 is played after few moves. So again queen d4, and I think ये एक होम प्रिपरेशन होगी फाबी के अगेंस्ट कि यू हैव टू bring your queen and attack all the dark square pawn in the camp. Bishop e6 आया so that he will stop Pragg from castling. एंड यहाँ से गेम थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेशन चालू हुआ, और यहाँ पर एक ऐसी चीज देखोगे आप जो बहुत कम देखने को मिलती है चेस में। एक ऐसा टेंशन यहाँ पे क्रिएट हुआ। प्रग ने खेला क्वीन b4, फाबी ने खेला क्वीन c5। ओके, नाउ अगर किसी भी अगर आप प्लेयर को दोगे एंड फाबी, इफ यू लुक एट द फाबीज टाइम ऑन द क्लॉक, इट्स रियली 2 minutes 3 minutes on the clock. Pragnanandhaa had 13 minutes on the clock, and everybody wants to simplify the position and go into an end game, but not Fabi and Pragnanandhaa. They started a staring contest. स्टेयरिंग कॉन्टेस्ट में क्या होता है, एक दूसरे को घूरना है, पर जब तक जो पहले पलक नहीं झपकाता, जो पहले पलक झपकाता है वो हार जाता है। तो वही आपको देखने को मिलेगा। सो Praggnanandhaa played knight d4, bishop d3, and Praggnanandhaa finally brings a king in with king d2. And his idea is, I don't want to castle now because anyways we are going to go in an end game. Is it Fabi, or you wanna take, or should I take? So Fabi will like, okay, you would take bishop g6. Fabi is just roaming around with the bishop, making sure that everything is protected, and he even treated this bishop as a pawn literally, so that he will have some structural strength in his position. h4, preparing for h5, h6, and h5 as planned. Bishop went back and knight went back. So you see, पिछले 5-6 moves से queens are staring at each other and nobody is taking care of it. Like उनको पता ही नहीं है कि queen वहां पर रखी भी है. They are just staring each other. रुक्स आ गए, a4 हो गया, a5 हो गया। यहाँ पर फाइनली क्योंकि a5 खेला है ना, क्वीन इज एक्चुअली अंडर अटैक, सो दैट्स व्हाई Pragnanandhaa brings queen to f4, and its idea is simple. I wanted to take the pawn. It's a free pawn. How would he defend it? So it's king g7. Fabi chooses. King already defended these two pawns, and now they are having a good position. Again, Pragg says, okay, Fabi, do you want trade queen? Then Fabi's like, no, man, I'm happy. You can trade pawns, because if you trade the pawns, let's see, go into this game, you already see the position is very good for black. He finally resolved the isolated pawn problems. He has a very good structure now, even has a open b file which he can claim and later on use it for attack. So that's why Pragg decided not to go into such complications. So he goes for g3. And the idea is g3 is simple. You wanted to defend this pawn. Bishop to bishop to f5, and bishop to f5 both strong move hai, because you are navigating to e6, repositioning those uh, pieces are really important in the end game. And yeah, it's very low on time. Pragnanandhaa is also having just 2 minutes on the clock. So Rook went to f4, which is kind of a mistake, but not really, because Fabi is not able to find the best move here. The best move is actually going Rook b8. Now, the idea of Rook b8 is, let's say, if we follow the engine line, there is Rook a2. If you play Rook a2, because the idea is simple, you wanted to trade, bring the Rook into the game, and then try to exploit this b file somehow, trying to claim the 7th rank. So that's what the idea is. But here Fabi slashes out, and Pragg finally wins a stirring competition and takes the queen. Now, after taking the queen, you see there is a slight advantage in white's favor, although जो advantage इतना कुछ खास है नहीं. He take with the knight, Praggnanandhaa, and attack the bishop. So bishop went to d7. Now bishop is a uh, very good square. He is, somehow defending all the key squares where the knight can go to. But the main problem of having a bishop versus knight is that this bishop is not able to attack those dark squares pawn, and that's where the game beauty lies in, because later on you will see rook h4. He defended this pawn. Rook went to e5, and then knight to e2. Knight to e2 idea is simple. You somehow wants to transpose this game into a better end game, and king went to f8. Now, since king already have finally done his duty defending this f6 pawn, now it wants to come into the center and try to prepare for a better end game. That's what Fabi is trying, and now they both are on down literally under a minute, and they are trying to navigate this position. Rook d4, now its position again equal. Bishop to a6, and this is the first miss. So bishop to c6, and this is the important moment in the game, because now you have to find a very crucial move. You might be thinking like, why Fabi is not capturing this pawn? Well, I don't know. And actually, it's a best move in the game. If rook takes h5, then you can go for some rook f1 ideas. There is some knight f4 ideas. I think knight f4 is the problem here, because he don't want to give it up his d5 pawn for the h4 pawn. That's why he is avoiding that trade. So yeah, he played bishop c6, and here he played g4, and g4 defending this pawn. This pawn is already defended by the rook. Now the knight can really jump and try to attack this pawn, and trying to create some trouble for Fabi. And that's what happened. Bishop d7 has been played again, and you see this is a mistake, because you come here and then went back. That means you are admitting that you are wrong somewhere, and actually you are wrong. This is a big mistake, but Pragg has just 15 seconds on the clock. Now if you have to find the move, what are you gonna play? You have couple of moves you can play for. First move that comes to your mind might be, why not rook b1? And rook b1 is actually what he plays for, because this is a direct attacking pawn, and now he defends his pawn with the rook, but this rook is going to be very passive, and that you will see in the end game. And you will see f3 is coming, and now the structure is really good. Although the pawns are coming to the dark so light square, but this light square bishop didn't have a purpose at all in his life. e4, and here comes the last mistake from the Fabi. It's king g7, and you already see the arrow. Knight has to come to f5, and that's a fatal blow, because again you have to come to king at 7 is what Fabi went for. But you see this rook is already locked up. You have to uh, go back and then try to claim your rook, but this pawn is already gone here, and that's what Praggnanandhaa go for. E takes d5, bishop captures this pawn, pawn takes, Rook takes on h5. Now he captures on h5. If earlier he has already captured the pawn on h5, then he can capture on f5 now, and he might have an equalish position. But yeah, a mistake has already been done and damage has already been done. It's +4 almost for Pragg, and he has to convert this game. So he pushes the pawn. King has to come uh, into the game. D7, rook come to d8, and yeah, it's very easy. Rook takes b6. Even I can win this game. It's king f8 has been played. Rook went to b5 to grab this pawn, defend this pawn. So it's a very good position. And now it's matter of fact. King e7 has been played. Rook b to d5, and you're defending this pawn. Rook to h2 check. King to d3. Rook to h uh, rook to h1 has been played, and he was trying to infiltrate from with this line of position, but king c4, and it's all over. One last attempt, rook c1, because Fabi has all sort of tricks in his sleeves, so he don't want to miss up any of those. And finally, rook e4 check, king goes to f8, and now rook, uh, yeah, rook to d3. So rook to d3, it cemented this, defended this c3 pawn for a last time, and now you can just bring up your king, take this rook, and promote your pawn. If I have to show you one line, you can just, what do you want to do? If you have to push h5, then it's king b5, h4. You can even take, but yeah, you can even take and just go for this. And the best move is actually from the engine is rook takes d7, which is ridiculous. And you don't have to do it. Let's say rook e1 to go to rook e7. This might be an idea in future. And in this position, you can just give a check here. And rook takes d8 is the way to go. King takes d8. And the best way to go is c4, c5, c6. If you went this check, then again king c6 has been played, has to be played, and rook e3, maybe a last defense. That's what engine is suggesting. Rook e7 in case trying to attack this pawn. Rook d5, and now it's mate in 8. So best of luck finding it. I'm not going to do it because anyways there are too many pawns in white camp and there is no counterplay. So it's a very good win. Now Praggnanandhaa is having 7 points, so I'm gonna update it at the end of the video. And now the second rapid is already begin, so we can actually watch it. Let's see if I can show it to you real quick. Quick. Hmm. So they are actually locked in the position. Pragg is having the black pieces, and this is the live board. I'm going to log out right now. So I'm actually feeling very sleepy. It's already 12:30. So I don't want to waste more time. Just see which opening it is. So it's a Sicilian defense. Oh my God, it's a very difficult name. Nishimedino Rosolimo attack. Oh, I have seen this one. It's e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. Yeah, that's Rosolimo. e6, castle, knight g2, knight g2, e7, c3, attacking the bishop, a3, and just fall back with the bishop, b5, and bishop c3, bishop c2. And this is the opening I think I have played when I was 1800 around with white pieces a lot. Now I didn't play it. I don't know why. Knight c3. Okay, rook b1. Oh my god. You know, there's strong players who know how to play chess. We are just dumb. We don't play this, you know. What is this like rook? Come on, Fabi. Rook b1, is it a move? Like who plays like it? Like this? थोड़ा मारो भाई, प्यादे व्यादे मारो, ऐसे खेलो, थोड़ा एग्रेसिव खेलो। चलता है थोड़ा बहुत, रुक रुक दे दो थोड़ा। चलो ज्यादा हो जाएगा, मैं स्टॉप कर रहा हूँ रिकॉर्डिंग। ओके दैट्स इट। आई वांट प्रग टू विन। होपफुली कल अच्छा मैसेज मिले जिसमें प्रग भाई जीत जाए, तो हम और वीडियोस बनाएंगे। गुड नाइट।